Hey guys, I don't normally do the opener for this show, but as you'll hear from the
that's
opener...
slightly ironic because you have done an opener for probably the show just before this one. So.
While he rudely interrupts me, I just want to do one thing.
I just want to make sure that you're getting the facts right.
I'm just trying to set expectations for this podcast moving forward. So the premise of this podcast when we launched this was we thought we'd just talk specifically about just like dad stuff, like just dad stuff. But what we've realised is as this show has progressed over the 30 episodes, is this is just a place for me and my best mate, who both happened as if it stopped, happened to be dads, to just basically shoot the shit and talk about anything that we feel is important or interesting. Or absolutely irrelevant.
It's father.
You said it's four times.
See what it really is.
Tell me.
Tell me.
It's this.
It's two dads chatting about.
It doesn't get any better than this.
It's this, but for parenting.
By the way, guys, the energy you can sense in this show, it took us about 18 minutes to just get something going to pick it up. Enjoy this. We just wanted to let you know that this show we're really enjoying it, and it's just ended up being a conversation between me and Harry, who happen to be dads, but about anything really. Enjoy.
Subscribe.
Bell.
Ding. Hey guys, and welcome to episode 30 of Dad Knows Best. I am Harrison Mudge, and I'm with my co-host Adam Callow.
I always forget what to say here, so I normally make like a joke.
I actually also forgot to make a reference to how many children we have because it's been like 3 weeks.
This was a shambles, but we will press on as normal. Nothing stopped us so far. I've got 2, mate.
Father of 2, and I'm a father of 1 little boy who's still not sleeping very well.
How old now?
Over 8. He's like 10 weeks now. Getting on for 10 weeks. Yeah. He actually did sleep like probably 4 hours for the first time ever, which was great.
Oh, straight through?
Yeah.
Straight through crew?
Well, straight through to 2 a.m. Okay. But yeah, it was... I didn't know because I was just out cold the whole time. So, but Emmy just let me know because she's tracking. So she's got an app. Mm-hmm. Don't know what the name of the app is. So probably should have got that one.
For those of you that tune in to get all the resources,
yeah, please tune in to the next episode where I'll share exactly what that app's called. Retention. But yeah, no. So she's tracking. I guess everything. So feeding times, how long, sleeping times, how long, and things like that. With the intention that, from my understanding, it gives you or lets you know nap times coming up, feeding times coming up, and things like that.
Oh, is there AI in it that like predicts stuff?
I guess so. Unless it's just working off of an assumption that if slept now, then hungry in 3 hours, sort of thing. Cool. Same thing though. But one thing that we've noticed is he's kind of, and I think I said it to you, he's in a bit of a not eating, not sleeping cycle of despair because he's hungry. He takes ages to feed.
I don't think you said it to me, and I'm not just making the same old joke, but I have noticed, it's been tolling.
He's apparently, I didn't realise, but apparently kids are supposed to sleep for like 20 hours a day.
Yeah.
He's definitely not sleeping for 20 hours a day. He's awake for probably 8, 10 at least.
Which makes him extra grouchy.
Yeah.
Because what they do, they fight through it, makes him extra grouchy.
Yeah.
And then they won't want to eat. They're just being grumpy as shit.
Yeah, you can see it in him. He's tired, but he's like grumpy because he's so tired. Like I would get, but but he's just being really difficult. So he's tired and then or he's hungry. So you try and feed him and then he won't feed, or he'll feed for like 5 minutes. So that's the other thing that's happening is he'll feed for like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, well, probably 25 minutes, but he won't really drink a lot in that time. So then he's just had enough to kind of calm him down a bit. He won't go sleep, and then he will go sleep. Squeaky bottle, mate.
It is a bit. To work on this.
So he's just like getting the bare minimum, and he's getting the bare minimum when he feeds. He's getting the bare minimum when he sleeps. So he'll sleep for like 30 minutes, and then he's awake again for another hour, 2 hours. Good. It's just that cycle of like. So we're having to. He will sleep more when you hold him, but he still will only go for an extra 20 minutes on top of what he would have got if you'd have got him in the cot.
What's on everyone's mind, H, is how was Christmas?
Well, that is kind of.
Can I do a bit of a public service announcement? Like, I know I'm looking down the camera of this. By the way, if you listen to the podcast, this is on YouTube.
Search Dad Knows Best. Subscribe. Hit the bell. Ding.
Oh, you're going full.
There's loads, mate. I'm still learning the ropes myself, if I'm honest.
But I'm fully aware that I probably didn't come off that well. Actually, when we finished recording the last show, I'm fully aware that I did not come off that well. I stand by everything that I said, so I'm not like correcting myself. I'm just very aware that I didn't come off very well on that show.
I think to take a positive spin on it.
Okay.
I think what came through, if we stop and think about it, is the passion for the Christmas spirit that you fear I will be missing out on or passing on to my
100%.
But on that note, what I wanted to kind of talk about was...
Are they notes?
Just that... always notes, mate. Very professional.
Okay.
So, a few things. So this Christmas just gone was... And people know my background anyway, by now, if they've not already, go back and listen. But the whole Christmas thing's not been a massive thing. So over the past few years, it's kind of been building up a little bit more and more. Mm-hmm. So the family have been getting together. We'll go around Mum and Dad's, and we will do presents and things in the morning and stuff, and then just kind of chill together. Well, this year was a slight change. So we went out for Christmas dinner, which was nice, really nice. So we were with my uncle and his family. So there's a bunch of us, and it was just a good meal and everything like that. But
how much is that?
How much is...
Like dinner out on Christmas Day?
It was like £75 a head.
Ooh.
It hurt.
Drinks included and stuff?
No.
Oh, really?
If I'd have...
like a welcome tipple?
Don't quote me on that one, actually. I'm not sure if it was £75 a head when we paid the bill because there was drinks.
Oh, okay.
Or if it was £75 a head plus drinks. I think it's I think that's including the drinks that everyone had. Now that I think
that's
about
not too bad though. Okay.
No, not when you think about it. No, it's not. And the benefit that you have is you come home to a nice clean kitchen and clean house and that. But what happened was because you so let me run you through my Christmas Day morning.
Okay, let's do this. Let me strap in.
So pack a lunch. So it's very short.
I had a pepperoni for lunch. Pepperoni. Carry on. Sorry.
Colour?
Red, of course.
Oh, spicy.
I like the black one, the really spicy one. Didn't have any.
Is it as spicy as they say?
It's spicier than the red one. We're going off on a tangent. Talk about your Christmas dinner.
Have you tried the chicken? So at the moment our sleep pattern when we're waking up is roughly kind of, we wake up about I'm getting out of bed at like 9:30 over the Christmas period because we're not sort of going to sleep until early hours of the morning and all this. So basically, I get up.
I'm not bored. You talk about sleep or something.
Tune in next time for another exciting episode. But I got up, and then Emmy needs to get ready as well. So basically, from the hours of 9 till 11:50, we're just basically getting ready to go out. So like I go downstairs and I make us some breakfast, but we didn't eat it together. I ate mine and Emmy ate hers while she was doing her hair and stuff like that because women, it takes a while to get ready, which is fine.
Not commenting. No, Emmy listens.
So she had to get ready, and then we had to obviously get the kid ready and all that. So by the time we got up, got ready, had breakfast and left, we'd not really done Christmas morning because we had to get to Mum and Dad's. So we get to Mum and Dad's.
FYI, for everyone that wants to know, that is 9 minutes away. Carry
on. 15.
All right.
If you say to someone, it's just 9 minutes down the road.
I can get from your house to your mum's house in less than 10 minutes.
You can get home from our office in Tamworth to your house in less than 15.
Yeah.
But that's not abiding by any laws.
I'm not going to get myself indicted on this podcast.
So the whole morning prep process basically took away the morning, the Christmas morning that you would expect, stereotypically. So then we went over and we had a meal and things like that. And then after a nice meal, we came back and we just chilled and kind of did TV and some like evening meal and stuff like that. But basically, we just kind of I noticed it this time, but there was just like not much Christmas at all. It was very much because we had something we needed to go and get out and do. The morning activities were rushed, which was a shame. And I
was going to ask, like, how does that actually make you feel? Because you went into Christmas not that excited anyway.
I was a little deflated that we didn't even do our usual routine. That's what I'd noticed. Because we did normally do the morning where you're all together and then you just have breakfast together and you're all chilling together when you open a few things. But like my brother and his missus weren't even there because they were around his fiance's mum's house for Christmas, so they weren't even there when we were there in the morning. So we didn't see them till like 7 o'clock in the evening.
Oh wow! Oh, they went to the meal.
No.
Oh,
no.
okay.
So they had met their meal over at Vonnie's, Shauna's mother. So yes, it was all very, I guess, disjointed.
We caught up very, like, I don't know, like 2 days after Christmas, and I was like, "What's going on?" And you're like, a bit underwhelmed.
Yeah, it was just. I think that's probably the best way to describe it. Just underwhelming. Considering that I wasn't really like raring for it anyway. I do look forward to the family time.
There's a couple of things
like
in your routine. Okay, cool. Yeah. But I guess from a kid perspective is you ain't gonna remember anything.
No.
Probably even next year you won't.
No, well, that was kind of our conversation. Is we were thinking that next year might be a little bit more exciting because I assume by the time he's like 1.5, he's got some knowledge.
He knows
stuff,
what's going on.
See stuff, hold things, hold his head up.
Hopefully, he'll be holding his head up by the time he's 1.5.
He's doing really well. Actually, he can hold his head up.
Cool, man. I couldn't believe how much he'd grown when you brought him around, to be honest.
I know. We're looking at him in his crib, and it's like, poof. I don't think this is going to go the distance.
But I think I'm quite excited to hear you be deflated about it. And don't use this as an opener, as like a single snippet with no context. What I mean is...
No, because I got plenty of those from the previous episode.
That's so stupid. It's not, I need that t-shirt. But it's nice because like I want you to feel festive, and the fact that you weren't feeling festive and it got you down feels like a mini victory.
Yeah, it was... Christmas is about family time. Yeah. And I think that even though we had family time in the evening... we didn't get the whole Christmas Day vibe.
Yeah, okay.
I think.
Does eating out make a difference? So,
I would say so.
Okay.
So, again, depending on who you're with, maybe it could be different. But there's something about. So it was really nice to all have our meals and be served and everything like that, and have a nice big table. We're all there, nice atmosphere and everything.
Yeah.
But there's definitely an element missing because you're not at mum and dad's house around the kitchen table on the mismatched chairs just to fit everyone in, close family. Mm-hmm. You are in a restaurant sort of thing. So there was definitely a little bit of
because my mum went out. Mum, partner, and 2 friends went out and had breakfast, dinner at a Chinese restaurant.
Breakfast and dinner.
No,
Brinner. Is that what you're saying?
That's a breakfast dinner.
You said they went for breakfast. They had breakfast dinner.
Christmas dinner at a Chinese restaurant.
Okay.
Which I found weird, but apparently it's
what time of day?
Midday-ish.
Wow. I don't think I could have a Chinese at midday.
It's not. They didn't have fucking lemon chicken. They had a Christmas dinner.
That's even weirder.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, they had a Christmas dinner, a full traditional Christmas dinner at a Chinese restaurant.
I don't even know where to begin.
But it's a thing, like the Rickshaw in Ashby, where I live.
So they will do
a full traditional
turkey, roasties,
everything,
parsnips,
everything,
the lot,
honey roasted parsnips, slightly overcooked. Yeah, everything.
Yeah, but it gets a little bit crispy.
It does.
Brown
Yeah, I know. That's why I cook it. I do that on purpose. They did that, and I was trying to ask my mum about it, and it was like, she was like, "Oh no, it's cool," but she's got no kids and stuff around her. There's like they personally went out as friends to go and do it, which makes sense. But for me, like our tradition is like I cook the dinner at home, so I enjoy it.
Yep.
There is that sort of like vibe of like just being at home, even to the stuff like running off and getting another drink. And I'm aware that the kitchen's a state, but weirdly, I like that because I don't clean it up. Because
I make the mess, she cleans the mess. Married.
No, but like, that's the deal. Is I will cook Christmas dinner.
You like cooking that, don't you?
I love cooking. Yeah. I don't do it enough
because I can imagine like we've tried a Sunday dinner before at home, and it's like I do as a fry up every now and then, and I get into a flap because my beans are getting too hot and my bacon's not finished yet. So like just timing everything in general is quite stressful.
I enjoy that. So this year I literally got a notepad out and drew true fucking story, drew a timeline of like, oh, so these things are about the same time. So that's my batch 1. These things are about the same time. They're batch 2, batch 3. So then I knew what I was doing.
See, I could do that if I knew those times, I think.
But I think it comes down to the preparation. So I did that, but I think there's this thing about being at home. I enjoy it. I'm not sure if I could go out with the fam. What else did you do on Christmas Day?
That's what I mean. We went out for the meal, then went back to mum and dad's and just chilled, watched TV, bit of Gavin and Stacey, just food, snacks, drinks. But everyone just kind of went.
You might end up doing
bed by like probably about 10:30, 11. But
so it'll be interesting to see what sort of traditions you build. So we didn't have any of this stuff. So what we do is like wake up on Christmas Day. We put actually went downstairs in the morning. So we got a dog and let him out, and then put a camera on, and just let it collect the rooms, just to collect some of the memories of the boys opening presents. But we put like the stencil of Santa's snow feet. If there's any kids listening, by the way, Santa's real. Stop listening now.
You have a stencil. I saw one where you wet the bottom of a welly, and it takes it away like a real footprint.
Oh, the stencil looks amazing. To be honest, it looks cool. So we stenciled them out to the Christmas tree. And then I realised, I got into my own head about it. I was like, it's so not realistic. So you've got no fucking footprint to the side of the room where there's a mince pie missing and half a glass of milk that's been drank. And I'm like this is obvious not real. So we do that. It comes down, opens the presents. That was amazing. Kids enjoyed it. I enjoyed it because I didn't know what the presents were because the wife sorted the presents out. So when they opened them, oh, Santa's got me this, and I'm like, oh, what is it? Because I didn't know. So watched that, enjoyed that.
Just on the footprint thing, actually.
There we go. Yeah.
If he's already like took a few steps in the room, at some point the snow will stop falling off the boots.
Yeah.
So in theory, he's probably like stamped him out, and then by the time he's at the mince pie, he's like, oh, I can dodge this one.
I agree, but if you imagine my room from the back doors, they are like perfect all the way to the tree, and then he just fucking combusts. Because then I was like, no, I should do them to that, and I'm like, well, if I do them to that, I've got to do them back, and I'm like, it's going to be a right mess in the morning.
That's where the strides get real big.
Exactly, yeah. So I'll probably do what you did there, like just like fade them out a little bit. So this is what we've been saying, like you'll grow your own traditions.
I'll put handprints on the windows and everything. I told you he came through the window.
To be honest, so true thought that's going on in our house right now. I want to, because we're trying to convince the kids that they can't get out the bedroom on Christmas Eve, because if Santa sees you,
naughty list,
you get no presents. And then we kind of played to the fact that it happened to me once. He wouldn't shut up about it. Kept asking how it happened. So I made a really elaborate story.
It's like, show me on the doll.
I got into like full storytelling mode, and to the point he wanted to know why Santa was upstairs. Good question.
He's plowing my wife.
He's pretty nervous at this point. He's like, what's Santa doing upstairs, Daddy? I'm like, well, the way that your stocking is downstairs, mine used to be upstairs on the landing. Big mistake. The door was left open. I heard a noise, looked up. Santa was filling the stocking. Santa disappeared into red smoke. Hence the footsteps. And then
Dracula and Santa.
That was the Christmas. That was the Christmas. I got no presents. So I'm trying to like enforce the fact that you don't get out of bed at Christmas Eve. So next year, I want to sort of like dress up as Santa, get a bit of cold ice or whatever it's called to get some smoke going, and then create this memory in his head of him seeing Santa, but Santa not seeing him. So he still gets his presents.
But how do you... What if he comes up and goes, Santa?
no, and runs off, smoke goes off, flash fucking grenade or something, blind the kid, and then runs away. But don't know, I'm working on that thing, but I think, imagine that, because what I want him to be is like when he's like 9 years old or 11 years old, at the age where they go, Santa's not real, I want him to be the kid that goes, I fucking saw Santa. I don't want him to tell people, I want him to be like, I know he's real, I saw Santa. That's the thing that I'm trying to go for.
Lying on mummy.
Seen the episode of Friends? So Chandler dressed up as Santa. Ross is the holiday armadillo.
Yeah.
That one. And Monica's like, Chandler goes, I'll take it back. And then Monica goes, can you keep it for one more day? He goes, did your dad ever dress up as Santa? He goes, no. He goes, it's okay with me. It's a great episode. That came on about Christmas time, actually. We're working our way through seasons 1 to 10. We're on season 9, episode 23 right now, so we're nearly done. To be honest, we did it because we thought Friends was coming off Netflix. But it is, but only in the US. So we've rushed through it for no reason.
They're supposed to be doing a film, aren't they?
Oh, are they?
I think so.
Interesting.
So I watched a Big Fat Quiz of the Year on Channel 4.
Is that an end of year thing?
Yeah.
Like a New Year's Eve?
Yeah, it's like I think it's like a 2-hour thing. But
Yeah,
it's on
okay.
Channel 4. It's comedy with Jimmy Carr and a panel of comedians.
Okay.
And one of the spoilers for one of the questions that they have on there, but Jennifer Aniston apparently started her Instagram page for the first time ever, and she put one picture on it. It was her and the cast of Friends,
Yeah.
as they are now, and she like broke the world record for the first account to go over 1 million followers.
Oh, really? Okay, wow.
Yeah, it blew up.
Okay. Have you seen them all together?
Yeah,
I saw that recently.
get old.
Yeah.
Not old, but
It's crazy.
Mature.
So what I did on New Year's, just to segue into that, charades.
We didn't do
Got fucking competitive
anything
with
for New
charades.
Year's.
Had to call my wife out numerous times for cheating. Do you know when they got that final guess at the end? So imagine we're on the same team and like your time runs out and you have a guess. Their team were
That's
like,
an interesting rule.
nah, I disagree
So,
with it.
okay,
I disagree with the whole thing.
Wait, so they're giving it all the hands of like the sounds like C-I and all this.
Name. Did you know that one?
Name.
Hey, it's a name. So if it's a name, you tap, for the people who are not watching on YouTube, you tap your head if it's a name. Sorry, carry on. Syllables. Where do you do syllables?
It's like tapping
Yeah,
on
he
you or
knows.
something.
He
innit?
knows. Yeah. Acting
So-
if you never touch yourself.
So, for example, someone's trying to guess a film,
Yeah.
and it's Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone,
Yeah.
and they've not got it so far.
Yeah.
And then time's up,
Mm-hmm.
and then they're just like, okay, we'll get one last guess now. Let's see. Is it The Matrix?
No, they can't actually guess, but they can do. What you can't do, what they were doing was, like one of them was, it was a book like Pillars of the Earth or something.
What?
Yeah, and Sarah was doing this thing that had nothing to do with fucking pillars, but no one got it.
You're listening.
But she was like going, but their team were like saying, "Oh, of the earth, like it could, I don't know, like monuments of the earth, like hills of the earth," and they just started guessing words until Sarah. Like,
Wait, is this after the?
After they get the guess. No, sorry. They still have an opportunity to guess, and they're conferring on their team.
That's what I'm saying. So they run out of time,
Yeah.
and then there's a period of uncontrolled time.
No. We flip the time
So you
around.
got another minute
Yeah.
to get to. That is absolute
It's
ludicrous.
the only reason they won. Because there's fucking cheaters. Because Sarah was like, every time they got even close to the word, she'd be like,
Yeah.
and then she'd be
Giving it
like,
the
and
eyes.
then I like gave her a fucking rollick in it. Like, I'm not happy about this right now. And then she's like, "Oh, I won't cheat. Sorry, I won't do it." And then what she
Sorry,
did?
I won't do it.
What she did is rather than giving it the big eyes, every time they got close to it to stop her eyes going, she turned around. So everyone knew on their team that every time Sarah goes, turns around, she's such a cheat.
Just a cheater.
Just-
I swear she cheat at the darts. I might be making that up.
Yeah, outright making that. I'll back you up on it. I saw it too. Yeah, whatever. She's a dirty cheat. If she doesn't win, she's not good to be around.
Maybe I'm thinking of something completely different.
Maybe, but
yeah, that is an insane rule, and I won't allow it. That's not how you play charades.
we should play charades.
Charades is you have the timer and you need to guess within the time.
I'll be honest. The timer felt really short. Is it a minute you meant
It's
to
a
get?
minute.
You can't do stuff in a minute though.
I don't know. Like that's the point. You've got to be fucking quick.
Okay,
Like,
so
film syllables.
how many words?
Running Man. 2.
Yeah, and there's. I'm not
I was
going
wrong. It was 3. The Running Man.
What else is on your list, by the way?
Not much, mate. To be honest, because that's kind of just what I want. I wanted like a seasonal wrap up because we were for everyone that is well aware that we didn't have a show last week. Or the week before, I can't remember when the shows fall, but basically we were supposed to get in here and record, but we couldn't. So I just
couldn't because we didn't have a key to our own office.
Irony. So it was just I just wanted to do a bit of a wrap up there, but I do have one statement and one question.
And I will end with what I would like to talk about next week's show. So you statement,
Fantastic.
question, and I'll give a
So
teaser.
first of all, the statement. We've got one of these white noise toys, soft toy, usually like a bear or an owl or something. And it just makes noises. It can play lullabies, but it also plays white noise. And white noise is either white noise like that, just like hissing sound, or it's got running water like a river. And I think there's a third one, but I can't remember it. But we put the running water on because it helps him sleep. And what I've found is I'm waking up to white noise all the goddamn time.
So we put running water on? What?
It's the sound of like a running river.
How'd you get from that to white noise?
That is white noise. That
Sorry. It's not as if you're putting water on and you're waking up to...
No. I'm waking up to that noise. And the thing is, because I've been awake listening to it, tuning in, getting on the frequency, I've actually noticed that the audio clip is like probably only 2 seconds max before it loops. And I can actually, like, when I'm lying there trying to zone out, I can actually hear it.
But do you know why you're not sleeping then? I learned this the other day. It's the same reason that Vine and TikTok do well. Is like 6, 7, 10, 15 second things. Your brain doesn't have time to watch it long enough to chill. So if you watch like a TV program 30 minutes and you're tired, you'll drift off. But because you're aware of this,
and there's like an audible, I can hear it, and it just sends me insane because I start hearing more noises in it than I swear even now.
That's a statement. What's your question?
So that was just a little bit of a thing that I'm like, and then the big one. This could be a big question, but I'd be interested to know what your insights are.
Might save it till next time if I think it's big. I'll just go next time.
The question is,
tired man.
When should babies stop watching violence on TV?
Stop.
Yeah. Because let me set the scene for you.
What the fuck do they... I get your point, actually.
Let me set the scene for you. So,
100%.
So right now, Elliot, pretty sure, still doesn't really recognise me in front of him when I'm a foot away. But I'll be rocking him, trying to get him to just go to sleep. And we're just sat there watching You on Netflix.
What?
The programme You. Did you not see your special? Which is really interesting, but it's obviously got like sex, it's got drugs, it's got violence, like murder. There's just like nasty shit. But obviously, right? I assume, and this is my question is, I assume right now he's not really old enough to know what he's looking at, or if he can even see it. But my question is, at what point do you need to make sure that they can't see it? Because when I saw it, I thought it's going to turn him a little bit. But I'm not really sure.
So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a pin in this because I would actually
see when Riley.
I'd actually like to Google this and have a look at like what best practice. I assume what they're going to say is
never show.
Never, because just hearing it as well, the audible side of it will change. Like talking to your baby in the womb and stuff like that. It's like that sort of like audible stuff.
You should probably stop playing Call of Duty in front of him then.
But I think it'll be interesting for me to Google it a bit. But I also think it's the same question as like, when do you not swear in front of the kids? Because when they're a kid,
never.
Have you seen Kevin Hart stuff? You've seen his "Don't fuck this up."
Yeah.
He just swears. It makes me laugh because like,
don't be a bitch.
It's cool. While we're just randomly on Netflix stuff, you haven't watched Killing Kit? Don't fuck with kittens. Don't fuck with cats. Have you? Watch it. Super interesting. I'd like you to watch it so we can talk about it. because I think there's a bigger question on there around like parenthood. I'm trying to segue it back to parenthood.
Always
mate.
about
trying to like
raising.
pull it back into like parenthood is
The world we're raising our boys in is a scary world.
So we need to talk about everything in it.
Exactly.
Watch it. There's a good conversation to have around it. But the thing is, for me, that I'll probably bring on to the next show is taking a day off work tomorrow because it's me boy's 6th birthday.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm going to try and have some
What are you doing?
Tell you on the next show.
Oh, sorry. I realised that's what you were alluding to. So you even had me hooked. That's how good it was.
So yeah, close it off there.
Guys, thank you so much for coming back after Christmas and New Year. Hope you've had a fantastic end of year celebrations. Hope it was more exciting than mine was. I'm going to get you some grease for that about
Squeaky, mate. I
like how Mark one-upped you with a...
it's 500 mil.
Okay, you came in with a 750 mil one.
I know.
Talk about swinging dicks.
They do a 2 litre one. I think it's the max.
Is it?
Like, carry that for me.
Cool, guys. Please don't forget to subscribe if you're not already, and that's either on your podcatcher of choice or YouTube or both. You know, just like everything, share everything, subscribe to everything, turn on the bells, and then if you've also got a question, or if you're tired of all of these sign-offs,
if you're still listening,
you can email.
Even I'm checking my emails now.
Just like Adam, you can email dadknowsbest@nbs.fm. Adam, any final words? I just cut it here, shall I?
Yeah, just cut it after that thing, mate.